All rolling?
All right.
All right.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Ruminate. We got Pooh Shiesty in the building. You know, some light.
All right.
Cool.
Wait, did he ask me something?
Well, we're starting, buddy.
All
You're
right.
the outline guy.
Well, let's get this started. Let me send it to you real quick.
You already sent it to me.
Okay. All right. Well, our topic today is going to be first times. We're going to be talking
You're going to
about
have to
first
speak
times.
a little bit louder, buddy.
We're going to be talking about our first times doing random shit.
Uh-huh.
We're going to start with substance abuse.
How about we just get into it and not really declare it? You know?
All right. Let me just ask you this.
Okay.
How's your first time smoking weed?
Holy fuck. Okay.
You wanted to jump right into it.
Smoking it right or experiencing, like,
What
being
the fuck you mean?
Because, like, bro, first time I, like, smoked,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't smoke. I, like, you know?
Well, all right. Well, just...
Because
that was your first time.
That was
like,
my...
Yeah.
That was my first time, okay, basically.
Just
So, first time, I'm in Nebraska with, like, my family.
Wow.
And we, like, know some Guatemalans that...
Continue.
Okay, so we know some, like, family friends. They're from Guatemala. And they're like, we're going to go camping to Nebraska. And if you guys want to join, you know, you're more than welcome to. So me and my family went. And they have, like, this rebellious, I guess, daughter.
Is it you?
No.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, we pull up. We're just chilling, you know, fucking swimming, using boats and shit. And around the nighttime, we... just like all walk around, just me, her, and like another guy. I don't know. And she's a lesbian, so she's looking for biddies. You know, I'm looking for biddies. We're just like walking around and shit. And she has like a fucking joint, and they just start sparking up and everything. You're like, do you want to hit? And I'm in 8th grade, bro. So I was like, fuck.
Wow.
Should I be a pussy or should I listen to what my mom tells me and how I'm gonna go to hell? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I just do it. Fuck it.
Fuck hell, man.
So I like. Take a hit. And I don't know you have to inhale that shit. I thought you just and then let it go. So I do that. And me, the placebo effect or whatever, I'm like, damn, I'm fucking high, bro. You know, trying to just like fit in. And that's because like they found some girls to join us and shit. So I was trying to like play the part and whatever.
You're trying to bag the biddies?
Yeah, kind of. So I'm pretending like I'm high and everything. That shit didn't do anything. But that's basically my first experience.
All right, that was pretty whack.
It was. Yeah.
What about, well, okay, so your first time actually getting high then?
I don't fucking know, bro. Like,
Bruh.
I've done it. Yeah, sure. I'm not an often user, but... Oh!
You gotta remember.
No. Okay, no, I know. Okay, so it wasn't off of, like, smoking. It was a fucking edible. So, I have a friend whose name I won't disclose, but... He, like, took a fucking cookie, and he was like, eat this shit, bro. And I was like, what is it? He's like, it's an edible. I'm in school, bro. Huh? I'm in school, and I take, like, 1/4 of the cookie. It's, like, this big. I take 1/4.
At school?
Yeah.
Wait, how old were you?
I was, like, a sophomore, so what, 16?
Okay, yeah.
So, I'm in class, and that shit starts hitting me. I'm in biology class, bro, too. And we're talking about, like, molecules and shit, and I'm like looking at my hand and I'm like, that shit's crazy, you know?
Bro,
like molecules and shit. Like, bro, it was my first time too, you know, like I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. So I'm out here tripping in class, and I think that's the reason I failed that fucking class, bro.
Because
like, after then
edible once in class?
Yeah, bro. Like, literally, like, ever after then, I stopped paying attention. I swear to God. Or maybe it was the class.
In general, or just in that class?
In that class. Like, I took the edible and didn't pay attention in that class because I was tripping balls. Bro, I swear, like, as a first-time user, you know that edibles hit you hard. Low-key. Yeah. So that shit hit me hard. I didn't pay attention to the whole class. I come back the next class, and I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? They advanced so much. So, I mean... I don't recommend doing an edible in school, okay?
Or in general, we don't condone marijuana.
I mean, I don't care. If you want to do it, go ahead. But, yeah. What about you?
So I got, like, a similar experience. The first time I did it, I didn't really get high. Well, I didn't get high at all.
But like, did you inhale?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I even tried to like smoke. I like smoked like 3 times that same day, and I didn't get high.
God damn.
Yeah.
What was it?
Weed.
No, but like, you know, like, whatever. Okay.
No, I'm just joking. So this was probably my. It was either end of sophomore year or beginning of junior year.
With friends or what?
Yeah. Let's just say it was some friends.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep this. All right. It wasn't here.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't here. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Fuck it. All right. It was here.
Okay.
It was here. It was at this girl I've been talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Right. She invited me over to like this little party they had,
Mm-hmm.
like at her house. And I was hanging out with her, and then we were just chilling, whatever. And her cousin came around, and her cousin was like a year or two older than us.
Mm-hmm. And you were what again? What year?
Sophomore, junior. So I was like 16, 17.
Okay.
Yeah. And my like family, my relatives smoke weed. So it's like I've always been around it, but I've just never smoked it,
Yeah.
Up until this point where her cousin was like, "Hey, I got some weed if you guys are trying to smoke." And I was like, "Fuck that, like I'm about to go to hell if I touch the devil's lettuce,"
Yeah.
But being the loser I was like, "Fuck it, like why not show out right now?"
Yeah. I mean, you're trying to beg.
Yeah, exactly.
Be cool. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So we went to the party, the house. It was like basically on a ranch.
Mm-hmm.
So like think of it like this neighborhood, like a block, but everything's just fucking separated.
Okay.
So like to walk around the block, it takes you like 30 minutes, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, all right. They told their family, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go show me around the neighborhood," because it was my first time there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right. They're like, okay, whatever, And we start walking out, and they're like, oh shit, like we don't got anything to smoke out of. I was like, fuck. I was like, I know nothing about this. So they're like, hey, like go inside and grab an apple.
Damn.
I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, there's like her whole family was there. It's like they're just gonna believe I'm gonna walk inside just to grab an apple because I'm hungry.
But would they know?
Hmm?
Would they know? Like, do you think your family would know?
Well, it wasn't my family.
Oh, it was hers?
Yeah. It was.
Why the fuck would they make you go?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
I'm like,
weird.
what the fuck? They're like, well, they think you're so innocent and this and that. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not my family either way. Like, I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I just walk in like a dumbass, just looking at everybody. I don't even say a word. I just grab an apple. I'm like, hey, guys, I'm kind of hungry. And I just walk out. And anyways, I grab the apple. We start walking around the block.
Mm-hmm.
And, they do their thing. They put, like, obviously the top, it already has, like, a bowl piece, in essence. And you just make another hole to, like, breathe out of.
Mm-hmm.
So you're, like, it's like a pipe, almost.
Yeah.
You make a pipe with the apple. But, we're walking. They start, like, loading up the bowl. It's windy as fuck. Like, fuck, we can't even get the lighter to start, none of that shit. Like, it's already stressing me out. But we finally get to like this one house, and they had a fucking mailbox, and they put the apple in the mailbox. So like mailbox.
Yeah.
But they put the apple in there. Someone sticks their hand in there, lights it, and then the other person like sticks their fucking face in the mailbox.
Through the mailbox.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I was like all going down through the mailbox because of the fucking wind.
Mm.
So anyways, we do that shit. We're walking around. Nothing happens, bro.
Really?
I'm like, damn. Like, they're all high as shit. And I'm just like, damn, this is pretty whack. Like, this is mid as fuck.
Okay, like, you said you inhaled, but, like, do you think you did it properly?
I don't know. Probably I didn't.
Like,
maybe I
you,
did.
like, went like,
Maybe, yeah.
I
Maybe that was
know.
it. Okay, so, anyways, we do that. We go back, and we're just, like, sitting outside, just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn, like, I didn't even get high. They're like, all right, well, let's go on another walk. I'm like, all right, then. And then we do the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Still nothing happens. I probably just wasn't inhaling it properly. We go back, we're chilling again. And, like, her mom's like, hey, can you guys go to the store for me, like, to get some tortillas?
Mm-hmm.
We go, whatever. And we're walking in the store. and like people are just looking at me funny. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? And I like asked them, I'm like, hey, like, do I got like some shit on my face or something? Like, did I like do something?
Yeah.
And they just start cracking up. I'm like, what the fuck? And then they just take a picture of me and they show me it. And like my left eye was like red as fuck and small, and my right eye was just normal and white. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not even high, and I'm like, what is this? Like, you bitches gave me pink eye instead of high. I was like, no, all right, then whatever. We get that shit, we go back, and I'm like, guys, I'm still not high. They're like, all right, well, let's go on another walk. And they had like this like little jar of weed, right? And they would just grab out of that shit. And this third time that we were walking around, we got onto like the main road walking back to the house. And her family was driving towards us. So we were kind of walking like in the same direction as they were driving. And like we didn't have like a backpack or nothing. We just had a fucking jar and an apple. It's kind of hard to hide, you know? Yeah. So then my friend's cousin, she grabs the apple and she just fucking chucks it, right? And then she grabs the jar, she like runs up to me and she's like, here, hold this. I'm like, fuck no, bitch, I'm not gonna hold that shit. She deadass, she grabs like my pants, she pulls them back, and then she just like stuffs them in there. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I was like walking like I had a diaper and shit. But like I like froze because they like stopped and they're like, hey, what are you guys doing out here? I was like, oh fuck, like we're busted.
Yeah.
And they just like played.
You should have accused them of touching you, bro.
Low key.
What they pulled your pants, bro?
Yeah.
Nah.
I was like, damn. But like I said, I was a weenie. What could I do?
Yeah.
So I was just like, all right. Yeah, we went back and just never got high. Yeah. So it was. I just got like, and then that was it. Didn't
so
even get
throughout
high.
this whole story, this doesn't count as you being high, basically, right?
No. Like I said, that was just my first time smoking it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, my first time getting high though. I was with my cousins, and like we were just chilling. Our whole plan was to get high and go out to eat.
Are they like older than you?
Yeah, they're older than me. You know, I pull up to my house, my cousin's crib, and I like hit his pen once, and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm high. Like I was just laying on his bed staring at the ceiling, and I was like, holy fuck, I'm hungry as shit. Like I got the munchies bad. And he was like, nah, dog, just wait like 30 minutes, an hour. Like we're about to dip to go eat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, fuck that. I like went down to his kitchen and I grabbed like 2 slices of pizza and like some chips and like a juice. I fucking destroyed that shit.
God damn.
I was like, damn, bro. Like I'm still fucking hungry. Fucking, he was like, nah, like fuck off. Like we're about to go eat. So I was like, all right then. So I was just chilling there, dumb as shit. We finally go out to eat and we went to B-Dubs. And this was probably like a couple months later.
Wait, okay. So you were like still freshman and sophomore,
junior, yeah.
Okay.
So this was a couple months later. So, you know, we pull up. Like, I wouldn't eat that much. I'd eat like a 6-piece. That day, I got a 10-piece. You know what I'm saying? And some fries on the side.
Some light.
Yeah, some light. And, you know, I destroyed that shit. My cousins, they didn't finish their food.
You just ate that?
I ate that shit. And like we were just like hitting the pen the whole time. And dude, that shit just made me hungry as fuck, like bad. And I was like, all right, well, we finished eating, whatever. My fucking mom picked me up.
Did she
from the B-Dubs. She didn't know I was high. Okay. I don't even know how the fuck I played it off. But she probably knew because...
Wait, yeah, like, she probably knew. She just didn't say shit.
Because... on the way home from her picking me up at B-Dubs, I asked if we could stop at McDonald's. And
you're fucking dumb. Who does that?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I was high as shit. I'm like, bro.
You should have just told her, Mom, I smoked. You should go get me food.
No, bro. That shit was... I was just like, if you're ever hungry, smoke weed, I guess. Wow. But don't smoke weed.
If you're bulking...
I don't condone it.
To all those people bulking, hey... If you're bulking, smoke weed. That way you can eat. That's smart.
Yes, sir.
That's some facts right there.
But yeah, we fucking stopped at McDonald's. I got like a apple pie, a hot and spicy, and a McFlurry, and a medium Sprite.
Damn.
And then I just went.
She knew.
Yeah, she had to know. thank you for not saying anything or not like stressing me out and that shit. But she definitely knew.
And I mean, like, some parents know like what their kids are like bound to do and shit, you know.
Yeah, like that age, you know.
Hear me out. Like, even drinking, I feel like parents are lenient to that, you know. Like,
yeah, of
especially
course.
let's be specific, like Latino parents.
Yeah.
They drink, like, they're known for drinking, and like they like are more acceptable of like their kids drinking and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you say that your first experience drinking was? Okay. Cool.
Holy shit, I'm so bad.
You're fucking wet, dude.
Bro, look at my fucking glasses. You want to wear them?
Yeah, I got you.
You're nasty.
Watch. Just clean them up.
Oh, fuck.
But anyway.
Yeah, my first time drinking.
Was it family?
Yeah, it was family.
Okay. But like, your cousins, or like, was your mama like, you want to take a little drink, or an auntie?
So my first time, like, oh, fuck. Let me think. Getting drunk or just like drinking?
Drinking. And then first time getting drunk.
Well, like, I mean, like you said, like, Latinos, like, we'll just drink, like, take a shot, whatever. You know, especially growing up, they're like, drink it, pussy, drink it. You know? Yeah. So, like, it was just, like, various times. But, one time I do remember, like, the first time I actually, like, drank behind my parents' back. Yeah. It was just dumb as shit. We're at a family party. Mm-hmm. It was my cousin's, like, second birthday or some shit. And they had rented out, like, a salon. Mm. And this person was there, and she was like, hey, like, let's drink. I was like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, no. Like, no. Yeah. I was like, you can drink if you want, but, like, I'm not drinking.
And this was when?
I was, like, a freshman. Okay. Yeah, I was, like, a freshman.
That was your first time, like, drinking?
Yeah.
Like, never touched your lips on any alcohol before that?
Type shit, basically. Okay. Yeah. But they had, like, obviously, like, the little liquor stand. Mm-hmm. Like a little bar? Like, yeah, where they have the fucking beer and all that shit. And they had, like, this, like, punch thing. A punch with liquor in it. Mm. And she's like, nah, like, just go get some, you know, whatever. Like, it's not my family, it's yours. Like, they won't tell you nothing, this and that. Yeah. I was like, nah. Man, this bitch peer pressured me. I was like, alright, my dumb ass. We get like 2 cups, whatever. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to be all sneaky. We like go outside, and we're like around the like corner, and we're just like sipping on it, talking.
So it was a punch.
Yeah, it was a punch. And like we thought we were like fucking smooth criminals, you know, type shit. Where just having a good time. And I like had my back towards like the corner. So, like, I couldn't see if anyone were to pull up on me or nothing like that. And then, like, we're just, like, facing each other drinking. And then she's just, like, her fucking face goes white. I'm like, what the fuck did I say? Mm-hmm. And then, like, behind me is, like, her mom and my mom. And they're like, I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah. And, like, I don't know how. I think she, like, either her shit was done. Mm-hmm. But, like, obviously my back is facing, you know? I think she grabbed my cup and stacked hers.
Damn, so she threw you under the bus.
No. She took my cup.
Oh, okay.
And stacked her. So she, like, threw herself under the bus. Yeah. So she took the L. And I, like, turned around. I was like, oh, fuck. And then she was like, what are you guys doing?
You start crying? She forced.
I'm like, I didn't say a fucking word. Uh-huh. And then she just, like, threw the fucking whatever was in the cup.
But they saw
like,
it?
Like, in her cup. She just, like, so a red cup, like this. She just grabs it and empties.
But did you see if they saw that or?
Well, yeah, like right in front of them. Yeah, okay. But what they saw was only 1 cup. Mm-hmm. So she fucking does that, and she was just like nothing. Like I'm not drinking anything, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then her mom's like, "Come here, let me smell your breath," and it just like it obviously smelled like lick. Yeah. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like I was just drinking by myself, this and that." Damn. So like she took the L. Yeah, she took the L. I was like. Not bad. Yeah. And I remember on the fucking way home, my mom was like, I don't want you ever drinking like that, like this and that. Like,
look at you now.
Don't listen.
Look at you now.
Look at me now.
Alright. Check me out. Wait, sorry. Are you done with your story?
Yeah, that was basically it. That was that's the first time I got caught like drinking.
You didn't like get drunk though, right?
I didn't get drunk.
Okay. Hear me out. First time I don't know what people are gonna think about this. Overall, I don't care, but second grade, my dad's drinking a Heineken, you know? They're like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they're drinking a Heineken and they're like, you want to just try it? And I was like, fuck yeah. It's a fucking beer.
Hell yeah, dude.
Give me that shit, bro. I take a little sip, bro. And like, they're okay with, like, just a little sip.
Yeah.
You know, like, just, I don't know if they were like, he's not going to like it, so therefore he's going to grow up not wanting to drink. Because, you know,
Yeah.
beer tastes pretty nasty when you first try it.
Mm.
So they gave me that shit. And I'm out here like, ooh, that shit's yummy, bro. Give me more, pour me more, you know? And they're like, nah, that's it. Check me out. I go to school the next day.
Mm.
That's their fault, bro. Who the fuck gives a little taste of beer to a second grader?
Latinos.
I go to school the next day. I'm like, yeah, I drink beer. The fuck? You guys don't? I'll tell all my friends, bro.
You're like, look
I
at
don't
my
know.
chest hair, bitches.
I don't know who I told, but there was a snitch. There was a fucking rat in that fucking group, bro. I just hear the fucking teacher call me up. She's like, what were you telling them? And I was like, about what? So I heard something about beer, you know? Next thing I know, we're in a parent-teacher conference. They're like, so William's been telling people that he drinks beer now because you guys let him and that it's okay for him to drink beer.
Mm.
And, bro, I'm just shitty. I'm like, I'm going to get a whooping. I'm going to get home. I'll get my ass beat. And they're just staring at me, bro. And basically my first experience was, like,
That.
accepted by my parents. But it's not like, you know, I didn't get drunk.
Yeah,
like,
it
it was
wasn't
like
even-
it was like this.
Yeah.
Probably less, bro.
And it's not like it was your fault. Like, you didn't
Yeah.
go out your way to
And
do
I
that
feel
shit.
like they could have done it better by, like, giving me a drink when I was, like, in 7th grade. You
Not
know?
second.
Not because second, I like, probably get, they haven't told me, but I get, you know, the idea of them wanting to do that.
Mm.
All right, anyway.
But fuck them rats, for real. Like, honestly, both of our first time just drinking, we got caught up. But how was your first time actually getting drunk?
All right, so check me out. Oh, my homie, well, almost all my friends were graduating that year.
Mm-hmm.
So this was my junior year, like 2018, some shit like that. And they're throwing like a graduation party, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
Who was?
my friends, basically, their families like throw parties
Yeah.
like almost all the time, which I'd gone to before that, but I never got drunk. I was scared and shit. But that night, I remember they were all just drinking. They were like, all right, shot, 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 you know? The influence, the peer pressure just got to me.
Where the fuck was his graduation party at?
It was at our friend Cookie's house. I don't know if you went.
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Well, anyway.
Maybe I did.
No.
Nah, I don't know. No, you didn't? Okay.
No, I think I did.
I
You-
would remember that cute face.
Oh, he didn't have a beard back then, bro. Don't
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah,
You're
stop the
fucking
cap.
liar.
He didn't. Bro,
Bash.
No, but anyway, so everybody's just drinking. It's their grad party, you know? So it's like,
Yeah.
I have to enjoy this night as much as they are.
Mm.
So they start passing shots. And like, I noticed that I'm feeling weird, bro. I'm like wavy and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Mm.
And I just keep on taking shots after shots. Not even like beer or like seltzers, nothing, bro. Which I hate beer, so I never tried it. But like seltzer, nothing.
Just shots.
Just shots. And all I remember is they start playing that one song from, what's it called? Magic Mike? Is it?
Mm.
Yeah. You know, like, dum.
Pony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they start playing that shit. And everybody's just like getting the vibe. Like, bro, there's
Everybody gets horny.
well, I guess, but like,
Yeah.
there's adults supervising,
Mhm.
which I guess makes it kind of weird, makes it kind of like healthy because we're not doing stupid shit.
I have-
And I don't know who the fuck I grinded on that night, but there was like 30. There was like 3 girls that sat on a chair, and I was just like, dun, you know, all drunk, looking stupid as fuck. I know there's videos out there, but yeah, bro, I
Post it.
couldn't fucking control myself. I wasn't even horny, but I was just drunk, like at that point, because they were all my friends.
Sounds like you're horny.
No, they were my friends.
I got
Like the
videos.
girls were my friends, you know, and I was just trying to like brag off, cause, bro, in middle school, you know, like almost every guy was trying to learn how to grind, or at least from what I know, every guy was trying to learn how to grind. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna put my fucking skill set test, bro. I'm gonna show everybody what the fuck I can do. Lame as fuck, to be honest. It was so ass, but I tried it. I got drunk. I started grinding on everybody, even with the guys, bro. I know we put like Jerson in a circle and we all started grinding on him. But yeah, it's a pretty good experience. Overall, I don't regret my first time getting drunk. You know,
No.
a lot of people just do stupid out of
Mhm.
pocket shit, but it was very nice.
Not bad.
Nice vibe.
Nice.
Like people surrounding us weren't judgmental. Like their parents were there, bro.
And you're just off the shits.
Like I know, like
Grinding on bitches.
there was like
And
one.
niggas.
There was a girl who was like,
And fellow brothers.
yeah, everybody basically. But nice experience. You know, can't complain. What about
Were you
you?
bricked up or what?
Fuck, bro. They were my friends. You know, like they were my friends.
Then
Like-
why were you harassing them?
I mean, they sat down on the chair knowing that I was going there.
It was
like, you know,
they
like,
gave consent.
yeah, like if they didn't want it, like, why the fuck would you sit down on the grind chair? You know, in the middle of everybody. Like,
what
why
if
would
that
you?
was your poor judgment because you were drunk?
It could be, but I doubt it. And from what I've heard, those female friends,
So
Don't complain.
That,
they don't.
you-
No, they don't complain. Like they're like, you know, it was cool.
yeah. Okay.
Like you were doing some stupid shit and you look fucking dumb.
No, I know.
But
I'm
it
just
was-
giving you shit. Like
I-
obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just.
So, in general,
I mean, like that happens every fucking
does it?
time, basically.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you've been there. It's not the first time that shit happened.
True.
I got plenty of videos
Of me?
of
Okay.
everybody.
Okay.
Like I got a video of what recently. My girl sent me a video of Jair.
Oh.
Yeah. He kissed me. He gave me a kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
He like grabbed me. He was like
Your first time
nose there.
male to male kiss or what?
I mean, I didn't kiss him. He just.
But it was like
I guess.
you're
yeah.
tripping about it, you know, like it was fine, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
You want to know mine?
Nah.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll just go on then.
Alright. Yeah.
What was your first time?
My
Getting
first time
drunk.
getting drunk. It was on New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
This was probably the end of junior year.
Mm-hmm.
New Year's, yeah. With my family. It was like my first time just like drinking like that, with the intent of getting drunk.
And they let you.
Yeah, they let me. Like my mom was making me drinks and shit. Like it was just like tequila squirt,
Oh,
salt and
shit.
lime type shit. And I like just kept drinking, and then next thing you know, like I was like, oh fuck, like I saw blurry and shit. And so at the time, this was my ex was there. She was my ex then,
Yeah.
because she was like a family friend type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So they came over to our house, and she had brought her friend
Mm-hmm.
that like I had liked, like before like I dated her, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And this girl is like mega thought.
Okay.
Sorry, it is
Like me?
yeah, like you.
Shit.
But I remember I had like, I mean, there is like nothing like interesting about this story at all, other than like what I'm about to say. But like I had gotten drunk,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just chilling, and they're like, hey, like let's go chill in your room.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right. And then me and them two, we go chill in the room, and then like that girl that I used to like, she was like, oh, like I think she was drunk too. She was like, oh, like I feel like your family thinks that I'm a hoe. Like
Yeah,
they just give me dirty looks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like drunk, right? So I was like, you know what? You're right. I was just like, you're right. Like
Uh-huh.
honestly, they do think you're a hoe. Like I was like about to give the biggest fucking speech. I was like, just because like they think that doesn't mean you are, and this and that.
Captain Save-A-Ho.
But like
Yeah.
I never got that speech out.
Uh-huh.
All I got to say was, yeah.
Oh,
Like-
yeah?
Like yeah, they do think you are. And then
Uh-huh.
I think like my mom called me and I just laughed. So yeah, that's probably like a core memory for her now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You calling her out?
Yeah,
Fucking.
I never got to tell like my full story, but
Yeah.
fuck it, it is what it is.
Okay, but like on your aspect, like I was like, what were you doing that night? Like besides, you just
Bro,
went
I'm
to that
telling you,
room and
nothing happened.
really?
Like,
You're
like
just
I was just like sitting there,
Mm-hmm.
just drinking my little fucking juice.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Got drunk. That was it.
That's it.
Like yeah, it was just so boring.
Yeah.
I like I'm saying, like I just called her a hoe and left.
That's pretty wild. If you ask me. But anyway, looking into this, what? Okay, so we're talking about first times, right?
Nah.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so staying on that topic, you know, when you're drunk, you do stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
When you're sober, you do stupid shit. You know, like,
Probably more.
right?
Mhm.
So, how would you say your first time getting into, like, a car accident?
A car accident?
Yeah.
I've
Like,
never,
did you ever get one?
I've never been on like 2-car collision.
Mm-hmm.
I have fucked up my car though, like by myself. Would you like to know the story?
That's why I asked.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright. This was like fucking again junior. Yeah, I think it was junior year.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Yeah, it was junior year.
Mm-hmm.
That summer I bought a Infiniti G35
Mm-hmm.
sedan. It was really nice.
Nice.
Shouldn't have bought that car, but I bought it anyways. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
I liked it. I got it. Fast forward to winter. You know, winter it snows.
Mm-hmm.
We be out here. Me and my buddies. I think it was who was it? It was, you know Angel,
Yeah.
Angel, Bobby, Billy, Bane, and I think there's someone else, Jason or Jonah. I don't know. One of those two. We were on our lunch.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, you know what, like, junior year, we're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
We're like, let's go drift. We're like, let's go drift. I was like, yeah, like, fuck it. Like, we'll take my car.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck. And, like, you know, we go to parking lots, we're drifting, yada, yada.
Was this like what? During school, like in the night?
This was during school. We were on lunch.
Oh, shit, right.
Come on.
That's
man.
crazy. What parking lot was
So, remember how there's the mattress firm
Mm-hmm.
next to the Hooters?
He worked there. Anyway.
Uh-huh.
Right there.
Yeah, we went there.
Uh-huh.
But there's like barely any snow type shit. Like it was pretty mid, you know,
Mhm.
couldn't do that much. Leave. We try to find another parking lot, nothing, you know. We're just driving. And my friend Bobby was like, hey, like let's go drive by my house. I was like, alright. So you're driving by his house
Mm-hmm.
and it's a street straight and it starts turning and going downhill. So like this was like it was bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they started playing the Tokyo Drift song. You know, that shit was blasting.
Yeah.
Like I was feeling myself. And like I'm just driving straight. I'm like, alright, fuck it. Spin that hole.
Mhm.
And now we're like going like this.
Yeah.
Straight down. And I was like, alright, like we're perfectly angled to go like to continue following the street. But I mean, I'm new to driving at that time. I was stupid. The snow just kept it made us
gliding.
like kept going straight.
Yeah.
So instead of going down the curve, we end up just going straight. And my two right side tires,
Mm-hmm.
they hit up a curve, and we end up in like someone's front yard.
God.
I think I like knocked over their mailbox.
And you just dipped or what?
Yeah, I just screwed it up. Yeah, we fucking hit that, and like it was just quiet. We're like, and then I just left.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I think I definitely fucked some shit up because
Yeah.
like after that my car was just rattling.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So never.
Don't do stupid shit in the snow. Don't
Yeah.
do stupid shit
Unless-
in the snow.
Nah, even if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just-
Actually, another thing very very similar happened to me
Mm-hmm.
in my
the snow?
friend's car. Yeah, in the snow. Like almost exactly the same.
Colorado weather.
Yeah, it was my boy Jason. He was driving us for lunch.
Mhm.
Again, at school on lunch. He was driving us for lunch. He was driving. My boy Bane was in the passenger seat. I was in the back left, and to the right of me was Billy.
Mm-hmm.
And we were driving down a straight road, and we come across a roundabout.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we're like, hey, like roundabout, perfect circle, drift this hoe. You know,
Fuck.
I'm like push the whip, and he's like, all right, and he like starts stepping. I'm like, oh
Mhm.
shit. I start like scratching my head. I'm like, damn, he's kind of going a little fast, like for being in the snow. He was like going like 40, and he's like going, and it says the fucking roundabout. It says no left turns,
Mm.
and he's like driving, and this was iconic. He's like, steps on it. You just hear the fucking little Honda engine. He's like, left turn my ass. Turns to the left, turns to the right. So we go, like, we do like a little swing in.
Mm-hmm.
Same shit. Instead of actually going down the road, we just keep going straight. And we fucking hit the roundabout, like, straight on. 2 tires. My side, you know, that side. I swear to God, the fucking car went up on 2 like this. Like, I was like, oh, shit, looking at the fucking floor. And then, boom, we land back down. It was quiet for, like, 2 minutes. We were just staring at each other. We're like, this bitch, we gonna have to get towed. Like, we're gonna miss the rest of school. We're gonna have to call a tow truck. Like, you're fucked. We're fucked. Like,
did you?
That's like murder she wrote, you know. But we get down, bruh. There's not even a scratch on the car. Like, not even on the fucking rims. Like, nothing. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, we inspect the whole car, nothing.
Damn.
We get back in. He turns it on. And we just drive off. I was like, what the fuck? Like, we almost fucking flipped the car, and there's not even a fucking scratch on it. That shit was...
Yeah.
I was flabbergasted.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. What about you?
Alright, so I've been in, like, a car-to-car collision, and I've been into, like, a car-to-object collision as well. So I'm gonna talk both stories, I guess. So my first story, I go to work with my dad. Like, well, I went once, which was my freshman year, and he works in, like... he works in concrete. So they have a yarda, you know?
Yeah.
Where they go and like pick up
the tools.
What is a yarda? It's a yard.
A yard.
It's just like a space they have in a house that they bought like years ago. And they have like all their tools, you know, like
work trucks.
Like 4x4s, you know, the sticks, like 5, whatever. They have all that shit. Trucks, whatever. And I went with him like for a whole summer. First of all, hated that. It sucks. If you work in construction, like, props to you, bro, because that shit sucks. And we go, and he's like, all right, here's the keys. Go turn on the car. I was like, you know what? I know how to drive. Like, I can move this car, like, because it's, like, inside the yard, you know? I was like, I can move it and put it, like, on the fucking street, basically, you know? My dumbass.
Hold on, but he only instructed you.
He only told me to turn it on. So I turned it on. I'm like, I'm not fucking dumb. I know how to do this.
Yeah.
Move it. Move it. Move it. So you know I'm on drive and not reverse, right? And I'm facing the fence. And I'm on drive thinking I'm on reverse.
You don't know how to read?
So I just step on it. And I just see I just boom, bro. And I hit the fence, dog.
You tore that bitch down or what?
But like no, like it just barely like tapped, like I braked on it, but like I hit it, you know, like it like moved, and like I was in shock, bro. Like fuck, I'm gonna get my ass beat, I'm getting fired, whatever. My dumbass decides to still move it and put it on the street. So it's on the street. I'm like, my dad's gonna notice, like fuck, I'm fucked, dude. He walks in, he's like, you moved it? I was like, yeah, I got it, you know, I'm just smart like that, whatever. He just gets in. Like a year later, bro, he's like, there's like some scratches in the car. Do you know what the fuck that is? I'm like, no idea, bro. First time. Second time, like car on car collision. Oh, I feel so bad for this one, bro. But I drive a big car, kind of. It's a Hummer. So it's like a pretty wide car. And my parents gave it to me senior year. And basically, I'm just like, first, I had my license. I didn't have like the car registered to my insurance or whatever. So I'm driving that bitch around. Like, I know how to drive it, you know. I know how to drive at that point, but apparently not. So I go to the DMV to get my fucking stickers, you know, like my fucking, for that year. So I go there and get all my shit done. And I put that shit on drive. I'm about to leave. And I just take a left. There's a car right here, and I didn't even see it, bro. Like, right to the left space of me. And I just take the whole bumper off.
You just didn't look?
I don't know, bro. I didn't see it. Like, I'm telling you, like, the car is kind of tall. Not like a lot. It's not like this fucking big-ass truck. But it's kind of tall compared to a little-ass car. So I, like, put it on drive, take it left. And I just hear... and I'm like, fuck, dude. I just killed a child or something. And I check... and this car's bumper is off. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, everybody's starting to form a circle around me, bro. Like, because everybody's going to a DMV to, like, you know, do something with the car.
Yeah.
And some guy just goes like, what the fuck? And he looks at me, bro. Oh, I feel so bad. He goes like, I just bought that car, bro. At that point, I'm like, nah, I'm getting home. And I'm fucking never going out. Like, I was embarrassed. But bro, he's yelling at me. He's like, I just bought that car. What is wrong with you? Like, how would you not see it? It's right to the left of you. I'm just shitting my pants, bro. I'm not saying shit. I'm like, no, you're right, bro. I'm a piece of shit. And there's a cop car in that fucking, in that lot, bro. And he, like, runs to it. He's like, he runs to it and calls it over. He's like, this guy just fucking hit me.
Like fucking Clintwood or what?
Bro, literally. And I'm just like, who's it next? Please. I didn't mean to. Bro, I'm like 17 years old, you know.
You started thinking of Guatemala.
But I was like, nah, I'm getting sent back, you know, like, fuck. Over a car accident? I didn't do anything. But yeah, I just, you know, usual shit. I gave my info, my insurance. He gave me his. I'm pretty sure it got worked out, you know, like, my insurance paid for his shit. But nah, bro, like, imagine buying a car, go, like, register it, and you come out and the whole bumper's gone, bro.
Some dickhead takes off your bumper.
Yeah, like, I feel horrible for that. And it was just...
You just took an L, bro.
Two,
yeah.
Okay. No. Okay. Hear me out. I'm just gonna say it. This isn't the first time. I got in a second collision.
Bruh.
The same month. The same month, bro.
And you still kept driving after that?
Well, I'm good now. Like, it's whatever. But hear me out. I worked at Chick-fil-A. You know, like, did my normal shift. And my mom just texted me, like, through my sister's phone. She's like, I lost my phone. Can you track it? Because I have her shit on Find My iPhone. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, it says it's at Walmart. Did you go there? She's like, yeah, I was there. Can you just see if it's there for real? And I was like, yeah, sure. I put the Apple Maps, and I'm driving there, bro, you know, like, all chilling. Like, turn left, turn right. And I'm going. I'm driving, and I start looking at it, and it's like, turn right. No, turn left. Sorry, my bad. I look up. I'm like, from here to you to another car. Going 30, bro. I just hit the brake. First thought was hit the brake. And I just... Bro, being in a car accident is fucking scary. Like, being honest. Like, the whole collision and, like, how your body moves to it is scary as fuck. So I pressed the brake, and my body just fucking, like... You know, like, what's the word? Whiplash, bro. Yeah. Like, literally just like this. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened, bro? And, like, it can happen whenever, like... Yeah. I swear I was looking at my phone, like, 3 seconds. Yeah. And it was on green. So I was like, I'm chilling.
This is why you gotta be a law-abiding citizen.
Literally, you know? Bro. Like, everybody out there driving, like... Use the fucking voice on your Apple Maps. Don't look at that shit, because it fucks you up. And, yeah, like... The shock went away, and I swear I felt like I was in there for like 20 minutes. Just like, what the fuck? You know?
Did the airbag go off?
No. It wasn't like a big impact.
Did the B go off?
The what? I hit it. The B? No, but like, no, for real, like a big shock factor. And I was just chilling there like, what the I just got in I just hit a car. Like, this same month.
Dude, it's crazy how like when you go through something and like that, like you go into shock, it just feels so fucking weird. Like, I mean, car crash is one thing. Yeah. But like, any other times you've gone into shock?
Holy fuck. That's not my first car accident, bro.
Jesus Christ. Oh. You already told me about two.
Bro, I just remember. Well, it wasn't a car per se. You know the Razors? Mm-hmm. You know, it's like a little compact. A little car. Yeah, just to like go off-roading and shit, you know? Yeah. I remember, like, we had a friend who, like, had a ranch. Like, a family friend, you know? And we went there for, like, his birthday. And he would, like, have people riding that shit. And that same summer before his birthday's, like, in October. That whole summer, I was at his crib because me and my dad were, like, placing poles and working for him, basically, you know? And every time we finished, I was riding the Razor. And I was learning how to drift. I was learning how to ride it and shit throughout the terrain. So, October, let's say, like, 3 months happened.
So, it could be his birthday right now.
Basically. No, it's like later on through October. Okay, but like, my bad. You know, like we went And he was like just letting everybody use Razor who's like over like 15, you know. He was like, you guys are safe, especially me because I drove it all summer, you know. I'm like, I know what the fuck
checking your ID.
Yeah, basically, I guess if you want to call. But I ride that shit, and I'm with my friend Perla, and like no weird feelings, you know. She's my friend, but I'm trying to brag that I know how to fucking ride this shit, you know, because I've been there all summer. So I'm fucking drifting. Rode it, came back, let like little like younger kids use it, came back, went again, you know, like a whole cycle basically. I was not trying to get off of that. The last ride of the whole night, I'm like, alright, bet I'm gonna take this shit as far as I can, do the fucking best drift I've ever done ever, bro. So we're riding throughout this whole like plain field, and I swear to God, bro, I'm driving and I turn and I don't see this fucking hill, bro. A hill, dude. Like it's pretty big. So I turn, I'm like, oh fuck.
You felt that shit?
Next thing I know, we're upside down. Bro, fuck. We're upside down. And I'm like, she's like already off. Like, William, get off. And I'm just like, the harness is holding me. I'm like hanging down like, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. You know? Because like the first thing she said to her was like, be careful, don't flip it. And I'm just hanging down with the shit flipped, like basically just hanging from that. I'm like, nah, bro, it's over for me.
GG.
And I'm like, we get off. She like has to unbuckle my shit for me because I'm like in shock, bro. Like, she just reacted so fast, unbuckled me. I'm like getting out and I'm like moving in slow motion. I'm like, what the fuck? And then she's like, call your mom. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, bro. I remember I was like, Mom. Yeah, I flipped it. The whole party just runs, bro. Fuck. All of them, dude. And they're trying to flip that shit back. Like, you know, rocking it. They get it over. And then they ride it back. And they're like, everything's cool. Like, don't worry. Like, we're good. And some kid uses it again. And they're like, there's some gas leaking off of it.
Oh, damn.
Fuck,
you fucked
dude.
that shit up.
I fucked it up. And, like I said, it was a family friend. Like, really close. They're like, no, don't worry. Like, we can fix it. It's not a lot, but that was horrible, dude.
Just
I feel
don't
like
ever ride it again,
bro. Like compared to like honestly comparing it to like the other accident, the whiplash, the whole turning around is just so scary. And
you're like
my friend
upside down.
The passenger, like I don't know how it happened, but like when we flipped, it was like on her side, and like her hand hit like a railing or it hit the ground, and like all this got like swollen, which hopefully like it was nothing bad. It was just a bruise. And she never gave me shit for it. She never like gave me shit for it. You know, she was like, knowing like it's also her personality. I feel like a lot of people would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" You know, like she was cool about it. She was like, "Nah, it's a good memory." You know, like.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't like be butthurt over that. Like,
and I feel like although it sounds like bad, it wasn't like a huge accident that like I hit other people or that I made some massive damage. You know, all I did was like burst a pipe, which I know it's big, but it's not like something you hear on the news, like 15-year-old flips a fucking razor and kills a rabbit. You know, like nothing
kills
like
a
that.
rabbit.
I don't know. You know, like
killed a rabbit.
Let's not talk about it, please. It's like no.
All right.
But yeah, that's basically. I don't know how to fucking drive. You know.
I could. Yeah. You don't gotta tell me that, like from your.
No, but like that ass. I'm good now. I'm like 3 years without an accident.
That's good.
Hopefully we can go to Florida.
Thankfully, I haven't gotten into like any accidents, like car on car, like accident, like
because that's bad.
The ones I've been on, just bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
But your razor story, I actually have a razor story myself. My parents, they had bought a razor, and we had went up to somewhere in Wyoming. I don't know what it's called, but they're like sand dunes, and it was literally like. It was brand new. Fucking only so like when you get one, or like on any engine, if you get a new engine, you have to do certain things to like prep it. So you got to drive it like fucking a certain amount of miles, and then like drain the oil, replace the oil, drive a certain amount of miles. Like time, like it's just like you have to like prep an engine for the long run.
Yeah. So
we had just got done prepping it, basically.
This was what? How old were you?
This was post high school. This was after high school.
So like recent, kind of.
Like
In the last
two
two
and
to
a half
3
years
years?
ago.
Less?
Like 3 years ago.
Okay.
No, it was like 3 years ago. 3
Okay.
years. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. And we had gone to those sand dunes. And we literally just pulled up there. We got the Razor off the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It was my stepdad, my mom, my sister's boyfriend, my ex, and I.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like fuck it, like let's go try out the Razor, because we had went with like my mom's friends that are like super into Razors and all this shit. And they're like, let's go already. And we're like, all right, fuck it. So we left the girls behind. We're like,
just guys.
Yeah, just guys. Yeah, we're being misogynistic, whatever. And we left them behind. We go to like this. Well, so have you been to any sand dunes?
Nah, bro, honestly.
Okay,
no.
so like these sand dunes, you're like driving up,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like a little like fucking hill of sand.
Mm-hmm.
You get over like the first hump, and it looks like you're in fucking Egypt or some shit. Like it's just like every direction you look in is
Desert.
just sand. Yeah,
It's like
a
desert.
fucking desert.
Uh-huh.
And we were
This
driving.
was wait. This was in Wyoming or the
Yeah,
sand dunes in
Wyoming.
Colorado? Okay.
Wyoming.
Okay.
It was like 5 hours away from here.
Jesus Christ.
We're driving up, just bullshit. I wasn't driving. It was my stepdad driving.
Mm.
It's his fucking Razor. We're driving around. We go up to a wall. So I guess this is like a thing. Like people that go to sand dunes, they'll just like post up against a big ass wall of sand, and either you try like just going
Up of it.
smash,
Yeah.
just go up, And we tried it, whatever. Like they were driving, I was fucking shitted in the back, We finally come down. They get down. They're taking a break. I'm like, hey, like, and we drive this whole,
I got it.
Yeah, like, I got it, And like all the fucking bikes and Razors, they're just chilling, watching people go up one by one,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm gonna take this bitch for a spin over here while they do their thing.
Just you or like?
Yeah, just me,
Okay.
like literally by myself. And like I'm over here like fucking whipping that bitch, doing donuts and everything. And I was like, yeah, like I'm ripping
Bro,
this hoe.
Before the accident, you're like, nah, I'm a pro. You think you got it?
Yeah, basically. I felt like I was in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I was whipping that bitch. And like at one point I was doing like a really tight like donut, and I like felt that shit like go like this. I kept feeling it and go to the side. I was like, nah, like I'm built different. I'm like that,
I got it.
And like I was out here doing my show until I realized that like nobody was paying attention to the fucking wall.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was just staring at me. I was like, yeah, you like the show.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I stopped. I pulled up next to them all smooth. I'm like, let's go for the ride. I told my stepdad and my sister's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hop in. My sister's boyfriend gets in the front, and then my stepdad gets in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're doing donuts, yada yada. I like start driving straight because I'm like with them now, so I could go a little further. I could explore. And we get a little like further away from everybody, and it's like a flat land, like a flat patch, and then there's like a hill. And I'm just like, I'm not even moving.
Yeah.
I'm just staring it down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like thinking, like making my fucking calculations and shit. And I just hear my back, my stepdad, he's like, slam it, you got it. I was like, say less. That's all I had to hear. I fucking slammed that bitch. I'm going straight for it. Like, going. And we fucking hit that shit. And I was like, ooh. I like, when we got to the top of the jump, I was like, hell yeah, like this shit's clean as fuck. But then we kept going and going and going and going until I realized like I was looking straight ahead, but I was looking at the floor.
Oh.
Yeah, so we fucking landed on the two.
You just dived in?
Yeah, we fucking just nose dived
Holy.
into the fucking floor.
Uh-huh.
Thankfully, we didn't roll over.
Yeah.
Because my stepdad, fat ass body, he brought us back down. But when he brought us back down and the fucking tire smacked, the fucking tire just blew off.
Holy.
Yeah.
So it's his fault that shit
Yeah,
happened.
I mean, like, lay back on the fucking brownies, my guy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that shit fucking blew off, right?
God damn.
And we were stuck there for, like, 2 hours.
And how, you were that far away or like?
Yeah, I mean, well, we were that far away, but I mean, like, we weren't just gonna fucking go walking back, you know? We were just chilling there, like, fuck, what are we gonna do? Thankfully, like, the community, like, base, like, people are pretty nice. If, like, you fucked up, they'll go help you, you know? So we're just trying to sit there, figure out, and, like, this little ass kid in the fucking quad, he pulls up, he's like, you guys need help? We're like, fuck yeah, we do.
What is it?
He's like, bet, we'll go get my fucking dad. He just zooms off, and then, like, 30 minutes later, like, a whole fucking mob of razors pull up, and they got, like, their shit, and they got their, like, this little pump.
Mm-hmm.
We get the fucking tire back on, because, like, the actual tire tube, it didn't, like, blow up. The tire just blew off. I don't know how the fuck that happened. It just blew off. We get it pumped, whatever. This, like, since we left, it's been, like, 3 to 4 hours. So we left the girls back, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how fucking pissed they were, bro. We were fucking stranded. We get back, we're like, fucking give me water, give me something to eat, you know? Like, it's been a fucking ride. Bro, they weren't even talking to us, bro. They were
pissed.
Everyone was pissed. We're like, fuck.
You should have died there, basically.
Literally. But surprisingly enough, I didn't even go into shock when that shit happened, though.
Oh, okay.
But it was just a razor crash, you know. I had to share my experience.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to like stay too long on this topic of accidents, but like talking about like quads, you know, 4-wheelers and shit. Mm. So same friend. This is like 2 years earlier, okay? So he's like turning 17, 18.
Yeah.
And he invites like me, Jair. I don't know if Jerson went, but he invites all the group, you know? Mm-hmm. And we go to his ranch and we're just fucking, he has he has 2 4-wheelers, you know? Mm-hmm. So he's like, you guys can just go out. He has horses and shit. We rode the horses, you know, it's all sick. Mm. And then me and Mike are like, let's go on the 4-wheelers, you know? And you know how you drift those shit, you like turn to a little and then you turn again, you know, just something light.
Yeah.
I did that shit perfectly. Like, I taught Michael. Okay, this is a story about Michael, basically. I taught Michael how to do that shit. He's like, all right, babe, my turn, bro. Give him the fucking 4-wheeler. I'm behind him, like, just holding his shit, like, you know, trying not to fall off. He starts doing that. I'm like, okay, bro, okay. I'm, like, hyping him up. I'm like, all right, do more. Out of nowhere, he just... Bro, the whole 4-wheeler just flips. That shit starts rolling and we end up on the side, just like we flung to that bitch. Mm-hmm. And like I remember I landed on like my ribs and like my air got blocked, like knocked out of me, you know, like I was like, but I don't know what there was a fence there and I swear he landed on the fence. Like I look at him and I'm like, I feel like I'm dying, but he's like he's just fucking dying. I'm like, fuck.
Fucking Michael, bro.
Like a minute passes by and a van pulls up. And like, you guys good? And Michael's like, I'm like, no, wait, because we didn't want to get caught up by our friends, you know. We're like, no, we're good. Just get the fuck out of here. We ride that shit back, bro. Like we waited like a whole 5 minutes. We ride it back, and when we get there, we notice this, you know, like. It's like this. It's like a T, basically. Yeah. It's like this and like this. We're like, I hope they don't notice that it's uneven, bro. And that's just how we left it.
Fuck no.
Bro, that was the stupidest thing ever, bro. I feel like we could have got help, low key, and we just like, nah, just get the fuck out of here. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, when you're in those situations, like, that's what you tend to do.
But like looking at it now, like. That whole thing was like kind of like not detachable, but like you could fix it, you know?
Yeah. Well, so they're interchangeable.
So that like bar, they were fine, yeah.
You could just buy it. And
at the time, bro, we were so shitted. But looking at it now, I remember his like face with all the air out, and he was just fucking dying, bro. And it's so funny to me,
bro. But going back to the like being in shock, you know, I think one of the first times I was like in like shock, I broke my arm.
Okay.
But we'll say that for another time. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure the time after this, when I was in shock, we were driving. My mom was driving, and I was in the passenger, and we were pulling out from, I think it was like fucking Starbucks or some shit. We were going somewhere. I don't know where the fuck we were going. I don't know the details, but we were driving. You know.
When was this?
I don't know. I mean, there's probably a reason why I wasn't driving. So okay. We were driving, and she pulls out, and there's like a Subi. It was pretty nice, you know. It was clean. It was a STI, purple, I think. And we pulled out, but he was like zooming, you know, for no fucking reason on a fucking 35.
Holy
So we got in his way technically. It wasn't completely our fault because I mean, there's no reason you should have been going like 60 on a 35.
Yeah.
And you know, whatever, we just keep driving. We don't mind it. We switched lanes to our left side. Now we're on the very left. He's on the right, and he pulls up, and he just starts talking mad shit, like being like racist shit.
People are assholes.
Yeah, like they're dicks. It was like some white. It was a fucking Kyle, like full blown Kyle, like STI. You know, white boy with a little raggedy ass beard.
Do you remember what he said?
Yeah, he was just spitting some racist ass
Beaners.
shit. Yeah, he was like, "Fuck you guys, learn how to drive, go back to Mexico, this and that."
God damn.
And like, at this point,
straight up racist.
Yeah, he was just being fucking racist for no fucking reason when he was like the one speeding. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's the first, like, I was in fucking shock. Like, I didn't even know what to do. Like, my window was down. And at this point, he was just fucking yelling at me because my mom's over here.
Yeah.
I was like, man, fuck you. I just gave him a thumbs down. I'm like, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Thumbs down. He just peeled off. But that shit was weird. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you really about to be racist like that? Like, over that bullshit?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But,
fuck that Kyle that was driving that fucking STI because we were pushing the fucking Beetle mad clean. Speaking about shock and racism is pretty brutal.
Yeah,
you know? Like, within itself, it'll give you a pretty nice shock.
Yeah.
That was my first time experiencing secondhand racism, I guess. Yeah, it wasn't towards me, but it was against my mom. She was driving. First time experiencing first-hand racism. This was after high school. I was like 20. Let's just say, I was like 20. No, I was like 19. Yeah, I had just gotten off of work. I was working at Whole Foods, the fucking whitest place on earth. Yeah. You know, pushing my whip to my crib. I was living with my grandma at the time, you know. Real quick, shout out my grandma. Like, she's a fucking soldier, you know. Respects to her. Yeah. I was staying with her. I was renting out a room at her apartment, you know, just helping her pay the bills, all that type shit. But I was staying there with her. After work, I got out. I drove home, and I didn't even go home first. I went to the mailboxes because she lives in an apartment. Yeah. So they have like that centralized mail area. Yeah. I stop, you know, I pull up, stop, get my mail. As soon as I get down, there's some white dude with his little pussy ass dogs. I don't even know who the fuck has these kind of dogs, bro. They're like, they're just like little ass hairy dogs, bro. They were like bigger than chihuahuas, but they're like long straight hair. Like, yeah. You know you're a pussy if you have those dogs type shit. Yeah. Fuck that guy for real. But I got down, you know, being a normal ass citizen, started getting my mail. You know, I probably got some important shit in there. Get that shit, close it, lock it up, whatever. And he just looks at me. He's like, so you just think you're the shit? Pulling up in your car and this and that? I'm like, what? I'm like, what?
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm like, are you good, my guy? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm just getting my fucking mail. And he's like, nah, fuck you. Like, you think you could just be pulling up in your car like that and doing this and that in my fucking apartment? I'm like, bro, like, what is you talking about, you know? Yeah. But, so, I think I stuttered when I was like, what are you talking about? Because I was like, what the fuck, you know? So I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's that shock factor.
Yeah, it's that shock. I wasn't even shocked. I was like, that shock factor, whatever. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, see, look at your people. Like, you can't even fucking talk right. Like, go back to wherever you came from. You fucking terrorist. This and that. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this dude talking about? You know? Like, I just fucking worked my ass off trying to get my fucking mail, and he's calling me a terrorist, talking about go back to where I came from. Motherfucker, I came from here. Like, I was born here. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
I'm speaking English to you. He's like, nah, fuck you, this and that. Like, get the fuck out my face. He started flipping me off, this and that. I was like, damn, like, what the fuck? You know, like, I didn't like, overreact, you know? I wasn't arguing back. I wasn't like this and that, you know? I kind of played it cool until I got in my car. I was like, you know, fuck this. Like, he has his, like, little ass dogs. Like, I love dogs.
Yeah.
He has some pussy ass dogs, but, you know, I love dogs. I was like, let's say if I were to, like, beat his ass right now, what were to happen to his dogs? You know?
Just run away.
They're just gonna run away.
Yeah.
I'm like, alright, fuck it. Like, I got in my car. I start backing up. He's, like, flipping me off, still talking shit. I just look at him. I just give him a thumbs down.
Yeah.
If you've never been in road rage, trust me.
A thumbs down.
Instead of flipping them off, give them a thumbs down. Holy shit, they'll be fucking like, that's like, you won if you
That's
give them
top tier.
a thumbs down.
Top tier, bro.
Yeah, like, you can't get no better than that. I gave him a thumbs down. You know, I put that bitch in reverse. I was driving, go to my parking spot. Like, that happened like in the span of 30 minutes of, as far as me getting in my car and driving away.
Mm-hmm.
I drive away, I park my car, I'm like, damn, like, that's fucked up, like, what he told me, you know? I was like, I shouldn't let that slide. Like, I fucking live here, you know, I pay the fucking same bill he pays.
You were born here, bro.
Yeah, I was fucking born here. I'm
Yeah.
just as an American as he is. So, I'm like, nah, fuck this shit. I parked my car, I locked that bitch, I just fucking put my keys in my pocket, and I start walking back towards the fucking mailbox. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna beat this fucking ass. Like, that's some bullshit, you know? You're not just gonna fucking talk to me like that.
Yeah.
In my fucking, where I fucking live.
Yeah.
You know? So I go back and I'm like dead ass shaking. Like, I was fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I was like dead ass shaking. I'm like, you know, personally, that wasn't my situation, you know? So now imagine a person who, that is their situation. Where, let's say they're like immigrants, you know, whatever.
Well,
they can't even speak.
Hold
like,
up. Like, where is your family from?
They're from Mexico.
Right? And he's like calling you all these bullshit slurs, which nobody should hear ever.
Exactly.
But like, even that, like, that's not you.
Yeah.
Like, even if it, like, it just doesn't make sense, you know? Like, calling someone from freaking Africa a fucking, you know, like, some Asian slur. It sounds stupid, you know? Like, people
African
just don't know how to. The racism gets so much into them, you know. It's like they don't know what the fuck to. And so they just think, okay, this is your looks. This is what I'm gonna fucking get after.
Yeah,
you know?
and like at the time, it made no fucking sense because I was just driving to get my mail.
Yeah.
Like, this guy, he was probably having a bad day, you know, whatever. His girl's cheating on him.
It doesn't even
he's
matter.
He's a fucking loser.
Like, that doesn't even matter.
No,
Like, you could be fucking getting cheated on by your girl and your grandma just died. Don't be a dick. Yeah, bro.
Literally. Like, don't be a dick. Being a dick is one thing. Being a racist is another thing. You know? Like, just because that, like, you have a shitty life, don't come and bring that fucking hatred on me, you know? Like, you're a grown-ass man. I was fucking 19. Like, he had a full-ass beard, everything. Yeah. Like, you have fucking dogs. Like, you got your own life going on. Like, if that was your family morals and ethics growing up, like, I'm pretty sure you're old enough to realize that's not okay.
Yeah.
So he came and tried pressing me, whatever. I know, locked my car. I was shaking, trying to walk back. I was looking for that bastard. Never seen his fucking face again. I'm honestly glad I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was pretty stupid of me. You know, like, yeah, he offended me. He was talking all that shit. Like, he wasn't okay, but it wasn't okay for me to, like, go back and look for a problem.
And think about it, like, if a problem were to escalated, who are they gonna blame?
Me. Exactly.
Not him who started that
if
shit.
I were to beat the brakes off that pussy ass, you know, like, then it would have been on me. Like, that's just what it is.
And it's not like you never went up to that mailbox thinking, I'm gonna beat somebody's ass. You know, you were going there like, I'm gonna get my mail, go on throughout my day.
It was literally like at 10, 11 at night.
Yeah.
Like, I just wanted to get my mail to see if I had anything important.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was going to go in at 5 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I was barely going to get any fucking sleep. Like, you know, like, it's no reason for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, like, stemming off of that racism thing, bro, like, I feel like anybody who isn't, or who doesn't look like somebody born here,
Mm.
like faces it at some time in their lives. You know, like I look at me. You probably think I'm white.
Yeah.
You think I was born here. My family like.
Your name's William.
My name's William. Bro. What the fuck?
Wet
You know?
Willie and you're
Yeah.
white. Like no one's gonna think.
Yeah. So like personally, even though I wasn't even born here, you know, like
Mhm.
I never really like faced that type of like profile
Mhm.
of racism. You know, I wasn't like that. Oh, you look like this type of person. You look like this type of person. No, I always looked like the person from here. You know, I never looked like an outsider. But my mom does, and the first time I ever experienced my mom like with racism was at my elementary school.
Mhm.
And bro, like, I don't even know how you correlate these things, but she was tripping about how her kid had lower scores than the minorities.
Mm.
Like, why was her kid doing worse than the minorities? You know, she was like, nah, you guys have a like, fucking preference.
Mhm.
The minorities are doing better because you guys are dictating that. No,
Wait,
bro.
hold on. Do you mean majority?
No,
because
the
technically you're a minority.
Exactly.
So you were
She-
doing worse.
I was doing better.
Oh.
And
okay,
she
okay,
was
okay.
tripping because her son,
Uh-huh.
who was like 7th generation of being in America, was doing worse than the most of the minority, you know? And she was tripping off of that. You know, she was like, and my mom was like, she
So-
was not going to let that slide.
Hold on. So in essence, she wasn't. It wasn't even a problem with you. It was a problem with the other kids.
Well, I mean, in general, me, because, bro, I, coming from another country, not
Mm.
speaking the language,
Mm-hmm.
let me say, English was my best subject in elementary, middle school, high school. That's my best subject, bro, English. Like, I'm not saying I'm the best speaking, the best writer, the best reader, but it was my best subject.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the time, think about this woman who is born here, her parents were born here, her grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
everything was just English, American, whatever. And now bring a little Guatemalan boy from freaking 8th grade, 5th, 4th, whatever, doing better than her kid. She was tripping. She was mad.
Oh.
Not just me,
okay,
bro.
yeah,
Like, it was like
yeah, I see.
this whole classroom of like
Yeah.
Mexicans, Hondurans, Salvadorans, Colombian, whatever. I don't even know, but like
Mhm.
this whole minority doing better than her kid. She was tripping.
No, okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
So she was tripping, you know. Like,
Yeah.
and this was like at a like little conference with like the parents, you know.
Mm.
The kids were there because like, what are you gonna do about it, you know? And she was tripping, and my mom was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna let that slide." And she was like, "What is your kid doing bad have to do with us doing better, you know?"
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, "Nah, you're not even supposed to know this. You're not supposed to know our language. Like, why are you even here, you know?" I didn't experience it, and like looking at me, you think I'm American. I'm not gonna experience it because I have like a light skin tone, and I'm gonna be honest, I really haven't, you know. Whatever. Anyway, that's my first time, but it wasn't towards me, you know. Like you said, it was like a secondhand experience.
Yeah.
When that guy pulled up to your mom saying all these
Yeah,
slurs,
yeah, yeah.
it wasn't towards you, but you felt it
But yeah.
hate you. You know, you're like, what the fuck? Like,
Especially if it's like a parent, you know?
it's like your mom
Yeah.
gives everything for you, and you're just gonna come here and
Yeah.
dog her for doing that shit. You
Yeah.
know, it's fucking stupid. So me being in that meeting was like, why is she getting clowned on for me doing good? Like, that's what we want. We want progressiveness. We want to do better.
Mm.
That's the whole point of like immigrating to this country. You know, you want your kids to do better, to learn shit, to like make a life out of what they learn.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady just comes up saying, "Nah, you guys shouldn't be doing that. Like,
Yeah.
put your kid." I don't know what the fuck she's thinking, but like in my mind, I'm like, she's thinking, put your kid out to fucking garden or do some fucking yard work. You know,
Yeah.
like that's why you guys came, to get a better life, doing that shit.
Yeah.
No, bro, like that's not the point. But like I said, like I feel like, as shitty as it sounds, my light skin tone is like gave me a privilege in not
Mhm.
having to experience that a lot. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it gave me an advantage in contrast to you. You know, like you look very foreign.
Straight up.
You look foreign. You
Straight
know,
up, I get this all the time. I look like I'm from the Middle East.
Yeah.
Like, so at my school right now, I have like a lot of veterans, basically, you know?
Mhm.
People who have been deployed to other countries and this and that. And I tell them, I'm like, yeah, bro, like, it's bullshit, like, racist, this and that. They always tell me I look like Middle Eastern and this and that. They're like, bro, you don't even look Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Like, people who have been to the Middle
The
East.
ones who know.
Yeah, they're like, you don't even look Middle Eastern, you know? But I can see how that's, like, that affects you.
It's the
know what I'm
ideology of how
Yeah, and
a
it's,
certain race or nationality looks, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
you look like that. even though you aren't. So I'm gonna treat you like you're like that, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really shitty. At the end
it's
of the
fucking
day.
shit. Like, I go to the fucking airport, and like suddenly, like I get 10 times more questions than the white girl that was in front of me.
And think about it. Who was born here out of you and me? And I pass by, bro. I just, all right, get your luggage, whatever. Just fucking get to your flight. You're holding everybody back.
Exactly. Look,
And who has like less, like documentation in this country? You know, like obviously
yeah,
I
you don't
do,
gotta- you don't
but
gotta
yeah,
say-
I'm getting the
yeah.
better treatment. You know,
Yeah.
like it's so
Like,
shitty.
It's shitty because it's based off of appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at a certain point, like, so compared to me to you, it doesn't even matter what the actual facts are, where you come from, where, like, whatever, like, what your social status, your economical status, whatever, that shit gets thrown out the window because people just like to stereotype and, like, you look brown, you look white, you're good, you're bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah.
some bullshit.
Yeah.
Recently, I went to Mexico
Mm-hmm.
to visit family. I went to visit my grandpa. I come back. I only went for like a week at most.
Yeah.
I come back. I'm getting checked by immigration, whatever. The lady in front of me, she's like a white lady, maybe maximum like 3 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
The official, he's like, "Oh, where'd you go?" I went to blah blah blah. How was it? It was good. Blah blah blah. How was the weather? Blah blah blah. You know, 4 questions. max.
Interrogating you for no bull.
No. Like, no, that's what they asked her.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
bullshit. How was your day? How was the weather? Where'd you go?
Right. Okay.
I'm like, alright, like, this dude's
Easy.
chill.
Easy.
Yeah, my boy Rick, he's chill, you know? I walk up, he's like, "So where did you go?" I'm like, "Jalisco." "What did you do out there?" "Went to visit family." "Who did you go visit?" "My grandpa." "Did you bring any money back?" "No." "Did you bring any illegal substances back?" "No." Like, this man asked me 5 times as much questions as he asked the white lady in front of me.
And they
Not
weren't-
even lady, the white girl in front of me.
They weren't even like, how was it? It was more like,
Nah,
what were you
yeah.
doing?
Like,
Why did you go?
Yeah, he was on his shit. What he should be asking with me compared to with her, he just let that shit slide.
Yeah.
You know, when someone comes from a foreign country, so you have to you have to fill out this waiver. Did you bring any, like, substances as far as, like, seeds, meat, food? Did you bring any money over $10,000 US dollars? Did you have, like, any, like, medical attention, you know? So in essence, they're trying to keep the country safe from these foreign diseases, basically. They're trying to keep this country safe from just, like, foreign bad shit that could possibly happen, you know?
But it could happen to anybody who
Yeah,
foreign.
it could happen
But they
to anyone.
classify
They
it as in
classify
anybody who looks foreign,
yeah,
you know?
exactly. They put that shit on me, but they asked the white bitch Holly in front of me how her day was.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah. Well, like, what is that shit, you know? Like, that's completely unfair.
Like, Holly could have been from fucking Switzerland.
Yeah,
And-
I'm from here.
Yeah, you were born here.
Yeah, like, what
Yeah.
is he doing?
Like, the motives don't matter on what you're doing because you were actually born here. Like, I'm not saying she wasn't.
Mhm.
I'm not saying she wasn't, but, like, just because she looks like she wasn't,
Doesn't
she
mean-
wasn't getting
yeah.
that treatment that
Yeah.
you were, you know? So, it's really shitty, bro. At
It's
the end
some
of the day,
bullshit.
like, it just sucks. It sucks. And, like, being undocumented, like I said, with my, like, light skin tone, I don't, like, really experience that. But when it comes to political stuff, I do experience some, like, racism shit. Like, I don't know if anybody knows, like, the whole DACA situation.
Mhm.
They're taking that to trial. They're like, nah, this shit's been going on for too long. Like, that wasn't the rules that were implied at the jump, you know.
Mhm.
And I'm out here like, bro, sure, I was born in Guatemala, but I was raised here.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I have the privileges that any
Yeah,
other
and it was,
American
like,
could have, you know?
At a young age, it wasn't like you were like, okay, let's go to the United States.
I'm 15 and I go on my own.
Yeah,
I didn't
nah,
do that shit.
yeah.
Like, it wasn't my choice.
Yeah.
I'm happy my parents brought me here. I'm happy. Like, I met my friends.
Mm.
I met my girlfriend. I met, like, so many people that, like, showed me shit that probably I wouldn't
Well,
learn in Guatemala, but, like...
Let me tell you this real quick.
Mhm.
You're talking about how you met these people, you know, whatever, your family's safe, whatever. You haven't had the opportunity to go back, right?
I'm alone in
So,
this country, if you think
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
I have 4 family members.
Mm.
Well, I see my, like, friends. They're like, all right, we're going to have a family party. I see, like, 7 cousins pull up.
Okay.
6 aunties, 6 uncles. And I'm like, damn. Like, they're connected. They know what they're doing. Like, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks to see everybody gathering. And I'm like, bro, I've never had that. Like, even if I had it for 4 years, I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I remember being with my cousins, like, playing around with them? I don't.
So let me tell you this. You're talking about that, but you like I said, you've never been back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been back to visit. You know, like you'll say, oh yeah, 1 week, 2 week, whatever. I've been back for like 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
and my family out there isn't very fortunate
Why would you say that?
because they're not.
But
like
like,
they don't
oh,
got,
like
they don't
money-wise,
got money.
money-wise,
Yeah,
okay,
like they're
okay,
not,
like,
they don't got money. You
They
know
don't
what I'm
got
saying?
like shit to like
But
provide.
I spent
Okay.
like 3 months out there. Exactly 3 months.
Mhm.
I went, spent 3 months out there, and it's ass, dude. Like it's fucking ass. Like I guarantee you, any white boy, any American, even if you're brown, yellow, black, no matter what, any fucking person born and raised here, if they go back and live in
Their own
even
country.
their equivalents of poverty here to
Mhm.
over there, they like that's
not the
that's
same.
game over.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Like
Bro,
that shit open your eyes.
If I were to go, I know I'm a bitch. My parents tell me, like, if you're to go, you can't wear your freaking Apple Watch that you
Nah,
take to the
yeah.
gym all the day. You
Yeah.
can't pull out your phone and look at the time.
Exactly.
Because that shit's gone. Your life might be gone. At that point, you know, it's like, you came here for better, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
And it sucks. Your family took the risk to come here to live to give you a better chance, to give me a better chance.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still dealing with some bullshit going on here.
Yeah.
You know?
And it just makes sense. There's
Mhm.
always going to be that opposition side that doesn't want you here, doesn't think that you're doing better for this country. Like, I feel like no matter
Fuck
where you go, no matter where you go, it's always going to be the same, you know?
Mhm.
You're going to find out.
Nah, bro, it's not no matter where you go. Like, so I've seen like let's say you go out of Spain. Like supposedly people are nice there, you know. Like you go out to Canada, to say, some people are fucking chill there. You know, like it don't even fucking matter where you're from. Like I don't know if this is the case in all parts of like Canada, Spain, like whatever country it is, whatever continent you live on, whatever. I feel like a lot of the things going on here don't apply to the rest of the world.
You think so?
Like for example,
Wait,
I
are they
mean-
worse here or are they better?
worse.
Worse?
Like
Okay.
worse. So let me put it like this. So my girl, she's studying neuroscience, whatever. She's a
Mhm.
fucking nerd. She was like, hey, like depression, anxiety, this and that. Like a lot of that shit was created here in the U.S.
You think so, though? Like, you think it doesn't
Because
happen?
because like our morals, our drive, our this and that, like is not the same as they are in other countries and others, like whatever, you know, because like people just don't give a shit like people do like here.
Can I say something, though? Like, I get the whole, like, it's maybe a little easier here, you know? But, like, that doesn't mean that it isn't bad. Like, my family, I haven't even, like, heard an answer from them. But my mom was working since she was, like, 8. My dad was working since he was, like, 6. Like, do I know if they were depressed? Do they know that depression was, like, a factor in their lives, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I think here it's more normalized, which is good in a way because you're, like, recognizing that, oh, this child might be going through depression. This child is a little bit going overboard with their whole life, their whole day-to-day type of shit, you know. But I don't want to neglect that. Everybody was born differently. Like, you know what they say? I want to move to the U.S. to give my child a better life.
Mm-hmm.
And they get a better life. But there's still downsides that they're not used to. You know, like, they might face, oh, I didn't get accepted to a college. And that causes them depression.
Exactly.
So it's like, I can't neglect that it's not depression. It is. You know, like, you're sad.
Yeah.
It's just not the same in different countries where
Exactly.
it's like, I didn't get accepted to this low working job where I make 20 cents an hour, you know? It's just different. Like, that's the whole point of having a child. You want to make your life better, you know?
Yeah, so based on that, like, you're saying, like, let's say us.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, fuck, like, we didn't get accepted to this job where we're making 100K a year. You know?
College. We didn't get accepted to this college that, like,
whatever. We're like, fuck, like, we're depressed, like, all this stress is on me, like, blah, 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 you know, but, like, you look at other countries, like, let's say Mexico, they're like, their fuck is, I didn't get to eat this week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, when you take those two and weigh them out, like, obviously, they're gonna be, like, different, you know? Like, it's just crazy to see how I guess in a place where we're so oppressed and, you know, stereotyped whatever as based off like what we look like damn, low-key we some bitches.
We have it a bit better, bro. Like,
now that we're having this talk, like, oh shit, like, we have this whole heritage that comes from this other side of the world, like,
and it's like,
damn,
we're not facing the same criticism. Like you just said, we're not facing, am I going to eat? We're facing, am I going to get this job? We have opportunities, unlike other places. And it's just shit, you know?
yeah.
I don't know. Like,
But,
it just depends on who's looking through the lens.
yeah.
If somebody from, like, a
All I-
poverty country, a
all
third
I-
world country was looking through our lens,
Mm.
they're like, these guys are living the life. And
All I-
and like, people are like, nah, this shit sucks. But does it?
Yeah.
Does it suck? Like, compared to other shit?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just being used to it, you know?
Yeah.
If you're used to, like, having a better life.
I think what the problem is, people born here, well, for the most part, they already have this expectation of life.
Yeah.
You know? They have their expectations. They have their childhood.
It's-
Whatever it is. It's just...
I feel like it's based off of their experience.
Yeah, like
their first experiences. Like, if they, like, got to a young age getting used to a certain life, whenever they hit a downfall, they think it's rock bottom.
Exactly.
But there's always more.
Rock bottom.
There's always
actually,
more.
Yeah.
It's always first experiences.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like...
Like, for example, some girl could get mad because, damn, I didn't have my Starbucks this week. You know?
Yeah.
Like, damn, like, I'm depressed, like, fuck. Like, am I broke?
Yeah.
Am I in poverty? Like, should I be living in Section 8 housing?
Yeah.
But then, like, on the other side of the world, it's like, hell yeah, I just got my first scoop of beans for the month.
I got my $2
Like,
paycheck
yeah.
for 3 weeks
Yeah.
of working, bro, overtime.
Like, I know people in Mexico who are still getting, like, 1,600 pesos a month.
What's that here?
So, what is that right now? Like
Like
a dollar is like 20 pesos?
Like
18? It's like, it fluctuates between 18 to 20.
Right.
20 pesos per dollar. So, like, max, what'd you say, 250?
let me do math.
Let's say you got paid 250 a month.
$8.
$8 a month.
80.
80,
Oh, 80
$80
a month.
Like, let's just push it. Be nice. 250 a month.
That's a little.
That's how much we pay for rent right here.
Bro, not even that. Like,
the minimum rent, if you're a fucking roomie, if you're 1 bedroom apartment, 1 bedroom fucking, not even a bedroom, studio here in Denver, Colorado, what is that, like $800, $900?
that's not making it.
Like,
That's
nah.
not making it.
You know?
And they're happy with it.
And they're happy they're getting 250
Yeah.
max a month. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's all perspective, bro. It's all like experience. It's all what you lived.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if you mind me asking you these questions.
What's up?
I don't know. I feel like it's time to wrap up a little.
Yeah.
But talking about a first time experience, a first time in a lifetime. I hope this lightens the mood. It's so different from the topic, but all right, ready? I want your thinking hat on. I want you to think about these questions.
What's up?
Fuck, dude.
Hey, I'm back now.
These kill the mood, bro.
Jose
But-
left. Jose left. He had to go work. What's up?
All right, so on my trivia for the day.
Look, hold on. This is how you know it's not Jose. Like, I don't got a broken finger. You feel?
For real. Take this shit off. All right.
What?
So, which country was the first to put an animal in orbit? Ready?
To put an animal in orbit?
In space, basically. Okay. So we got China, the U.S., England, Russia, or Italy.
Russia.
Okay.
Did I
All
get that?
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
was
good.
that right?
1 for 1. 1 for 1. Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
alright.
Next question. Who was the first monarch, taken back to England, to live in the Buckingham Palace? Ready? Queen Anne, King Charles II, Queen Victoria, or Queen Elizabeth I?
King Charles.
That's 1 for 2, bro. That's Queen
Damn,
Victoria.
for real?
Yeah, bro.
Queen Victoria?
Yeah, off of the monarchy, you know, the monarch.
Alright,
Yeah,
my bad,
all
my
right.
bad.
This is a little out of topic, but whatever. The first MCU movie to debut, what was it? Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, or Superman? It's
Hulk.
not that hard. Hulk?
Alright, Superman.
Superman? What the fuck?
Wait,
That's
wait.
DC.
Ah,
Oh
shit.
my god.
Alright,
Alright, nah, you got it wrong. There's no.
Was it
okay.
not Hulk?
Okay, Hulk canon wise, sure, but not really.
Fuck you, Hulk.
No, it's Iron Man.
Fuck you, Hulk.
Iron Man. Like
Fuck
let's
you, Hulk.
stick Iron Man. Okay, ready?
Alright.
What is the first planet in our whole solar system? Ready? Mercury.
What the fuck does that mean?
What is the first planet in the cycle?
From the outside to the inner, from the in to
From
the
the
out.
in to the
fucking
out.
sun?
From the in to the out. The sun isn't a planet. It's a
Oh.
star. What the fuck? Okay, ready?
Well, that's at the fucking middle.
I'm giving you the answers, okay?
Alright.
Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, or Mars?
Mars.
What the fuck?
Alright, no.
I'm gonna give you one more try. One more try.
Being for real. Mercury.
Okay, alright. You're 2 for 3. What is the first month of the year to have 28 days? Think about it. This is the last question. It's a little tough one. First month of the year to have 28 days.
Yeah.
Go.
Alright, give me my options.
You have January, February, March, or September.
What the fuck, boy?
This has to
What
be easy.
were my options?
January, February, March, or September. You have another option, but that's if you think about it. Think about it.
January.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. All right.
Alright, we should cut it there.
All right. Well, thanks guys for tuning in to Ruminate. This was a very weird fucking podcast. It was January.
All right, then.
All of them have 28 days if you think about it. Just some have extra. But the first one is January. So
I was right.
I guess you were right. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Fuck y'all. If you didn't like this, if you lasted as long, share this shit, like this shit. It don't matter.
If you're
I don't give a
racist,
fuck.
nah.
Yeah.
If you're racist, fuck you.
Nah, it's
What
alright.
Nah. What the fuck? Nah.
I'm racist against, Nah, I'm just kidding.
We're cutting that.